just first off, congratulations on you guys releasing another album last
Thanks.
month. It must feel really great.
It does. It's incredible. You know, it was a lot of work, so it's really a relief, you know, having it be out there.
And you guys recorded it all by yourself this time?
Yeah, we produced it ourselves. Put it out ourselves. We did everything ourselves.
It's really cool, man. And you guys put together some really like awesome limited packages for this album that had a lot of like one-of-a-kind artwork made by you guys. Can you tell us like a little bit about your guys' experience with that and how that was?
It was awesome. We got together, you know, for like 2 weeks and just painted these sleeves. And you know, we went and we got the artwork printed on the sleeves for the vinyls. You know, just stencil drawings of them, and then painted everything in. Like I painted all the ornaments in from the back of the CD. You know, like it's actually on the inside of the CD, but it's on the back of the vinyl. We hand painted all the little ornaments, and you know, like Colin did sketches, and I wrote out all the lyrics for people. And it was just fun, you know. It makes you feel connected to the people who are like the most diehard fans. You know what I mean? It's a shared connection. It's something I'm really grateful for to have with this band. I feel like we're in a day where like people like the album itself just doesn't have much value because of the fact that people can just take it off the internet. So the more that you can do to individualize something and to make it like something from you, you know, the more more likely that they're gonna want to, you know, have something to hold on to like that.
Mm-hmm.
No one gives a shit anymore about the CD.
Yeah.
So give them a painting.
Do you think that like being on a label limits a band at all, or did it just feel right to do it on your own?
It all really
time?
depends on what you want from your career, you know. And for a band like us, what we wanted from our career, it wouldn't have been the right decision to stay on Atlantic. But you know, that being said, I'm sure that there's tons of people that would be able to, you know, flourish and have an incredible music career while working with those people.
So, like, what are you saying about in Sharp Practice when you're saying, like, we can't sell our goddamn souls anymore?
I'm talking about you guys. Everybody thinks we're talking about the record label. I'm talking about you guys.
See, that's why I wanted to ask, because
I don't like talking about what the songs are about.
It's up to us to make sense of it, right?
Precisely.
So, I grew up in the Philly area, and I know that you guys have, like, an extremely personal connection when you play shows back up home. And I was just wondering, like, what were some of your favorite local venues to play when you guys were first starting off that maybe you guys have outgrown now, or you wish you could revisit?
You never outgrow a venue. Never. No matter how big you get, you can always do whatever you want. There's no rule that says you have to be on this. You have to play bigger places every time. You know, Circa's been growing our fan base for 8 years, and we can go and play a place like this, but then on the next tour come back and play 2 nights at the Social instead, or like, you know, we've done that a bunch. We do it on this tour. There's a couple places where we decided, like, rather than play some giant room, like, we want to keep it really intimate. Bands feel like they can't do that, I feel like, because they don't want to appear to have to play, and we really don't give a shit.
Yeah.
We want to have fun.
Yeah.
That takes the place.
The last time I saw you here was at House of Blues, and that's like probably the biggest, one of the biggest venues in Orlando. But
I like this place.
Beecham's pretty cool. I don't think. Have you guys ever played here before?
Yeah, I played here by myself. And,
that's right. Just back in January, we saw you here.
With the Dodgers.
That's right. So you guys just released a music video for Suitcase, and was that the first video that didn't actually feature the band members in it?
Yep.
And what was it like creating something like that? I mean,
it was incredible.
How
I feel like having to involve the performance aspect of it really limits you. I actually came up with the idea for the video, like it was my concept, and the director had this other idea, and I sent him my treatment. And he was like, "Hey, what if I did this and that?" And I'm like, he didn't like the one aspect of it, what makes it like fucking so weird. So he wanted to change that a lot, and we met in the middle, and I feel like nobody else could have made it but this dude Danelle, who directed it. And I think I sort of had to like push him a little bit to go outside of his comfort zone, but he did such an incredible job, man. It couldn't have been any better. And it's real weird, and it's, you know, it doesn't. You don't walk away from it being like, oh yeah, that's about this. Like, it's about a lot of weird things.
Are there any new cool treats coming for the Creature Club to go along with this new album?
You know, I think we're in the process of, you know, rebuilding the Creature Club. So it was something that Atlantic set up with us, and I think it's something that we really want to do something very different with than what they had in mind. I think that they really saw it as a way to get more money from the people who were the biggest fans, and we really would rather, if we're gonna have a fan club, we want it to be something that's a little bit more, special than that, and not just about like trying to make more money off of people.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to figure out how we're gonna maneuver the fan club into something that's like maybe for free and isn't necessarily so exclusive to whoever can afford it.
I was actually one of the people that was up on stage singing with you guys. I think it was the first or second time you had done that in the House of Blues.
I think that was the first time we did that.
It's really cool that you guys can do something like that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I still think we'd like to keep people being able to come in and see the sound checks and everything, but just the whole, there's like a financial process around it that I think needs to be reevaluated and restructured.
So, it's been really great talking to you, man, and thanks for making your way to Florida once again.
No problem, dude. I love the shows here. I love them. I always have. Tonight's gonna be so fucking good. I already have, like, sometimes, you have weird days where you're not feeling that great, and you go up on stage and it's a great show, and you're like, oh, this is great, I really needed this, and something else is weighing you down. Other days you wake up and you just know from the second you wake up, like, today's gonna be a good day. I knew that. I felt that today.
Oh, that's good.
Tonight's gonna be really fun.
Well, we're gonna get a video of it because we got a couple people here with our crew. We're gonna shoot a live video, and I'm sure it's gonna be amazing. It's actually the first time I've interviewed a band before the show, so you always look good. Let me tell you,
I look like a fucking crazy person.
A little bit, but in a good way.
Thank you guys so much.